Good, you too. Welcome back to another installment of E.B.N. Black ass here. And today, man, Wakanda forever. Now, this will be my spoiler review. So, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's it's good and bad to me because the movie was like visually it was good. I'm not gonna deny that. As somebody just watching this, looking at the scenery, it's pretty good, you know. But there's a few things I don't like about it, and there's a few things that I think are not really necessary. One of them being the plot, how they used Chadwick Boseman's death to basically sell tickets and all that shit. And just by looking at the trailer, when you see his giant ass mural, when I saw that in the trailer, I'm like, this better not be a 2 hour funeral. This better not be, you know, a a giant ass sob story, you know, because already as it is, we already know this dude passed away, and I just think it's fucked up for Marvel to use his death as the main reason for this movie. I just think that's low down, but it's the movie. It picks up halfway through it. You know, the runtime, the the characters in it are pretty okay. Like, there's a few characters I don't like. One of them being Ironheart. She was boring as fuck. She added nothing to the story, and she made this movie really unwatchable. But some people might think she was like um, the main person that was interesting as a character. But me personally, she added nothing to the story. Bland. She's just a side character that gives reactions, you know. And my thing is, like, the movie, the first half, like halfway through, it was boring as fuck. Like, there were times where the plot did not make any sense. Because let's think about it as this: if T'Challa is dead, right, in the movie, the cause of death, because he also dies in the movie. That's why I say I don't want to see a 2 hour funeral. If he dies in the movie, right, what is his cause of death? And these niggas said he died from some disease or something. The first part of the movie is Zuri trying to find a cure. And then her mother says it's too late. He's been taken by the ancestors. You know, translation, he's dead. And I just think Marvel using this as a catalyst for the movie, I just think that's low down. And I have a few questions in the movie. Like, first of all, where were all the men? You know, Last time I checked, Wakanda was not all women. And number two, Zuri does become the Black Panther in the comic books. So like that's not something that's it doesn't happen. It does happen in the comics. So it's comic book accurate and it does actually happen. Her story is played out in everything. And number three, like, what was the real focus on this movie? Because it sure as hell wasn't Neymar. Neymar was like the nigga to fuck everything up. But the way they executed him, I it I don't know. For me, it's kind of mixed because they presented him in a way where he was like a good villain, but to be honest, I thought they were gonna kill him off or something, but they didn't. So it's kind of like the way they did Neymar is kind of weird. Like, and sure, you have some people complaining, like the Hispanic community or just some diehard Neymar fans, but you know, I'm not gonna say he was like the worst part of the movie. You know, the absolute worst part of Wakanda Forever was the wokeness of this shit. You know, I'm sick and tired, man, of watching a movie and seeing some male protagonist being cucked out by a female or being portrayed as just a lame, dumb male. I'm tired of seeing that shit. It gets kind of old after a while. I mean, you've seen Thor, you've seen Loki. They about to do it to Iron Man because he's dead, and now you have Ironheart. You know, Black Panther, a few more niggas. The Hulk. This is the recent. This is the most recent nigga. You know, and it's kind of fucked up if you ask me. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. You know, because those original characters now, it's like the way the producers portray them after what they originally once were is something completely different, man. Like, this movie was trash halfway through. Halfway till the ending, this movie was trash. Neymar is the only good thing in this movie. Lupita is good in this movie. Uh, Mbaku is good in this movie. Uh, the Queen is okay. She's not the best, but as far as everything else, it's like I don't know, man. Like, as an African watching this, the culture is there. I'll say that. So it's not like the representation isn't there. The culture is there. It's just the agenda that I don't like. You know, it's just the whole like pushing this narrative I don't like. You know, like I said at the beginning, Wakanda has male and female. So why is it just the women in Wakanda? Where are the niggas? Where are the strong black men leading the fucking charge? Oh wait, they're gone. And this is the shit I do not like. Wakanda got its ass whooped by Neymar's people. You know, sorry, I'm watching some shit. Nevertheless, you have Neymar's people versus the Wakandas. Neymar's people beat the dog shit out of the Wakandas. Damn near. They flooded their whole damn, you know, civilization. And my thing is, I could see why they wanted help, but it's like, if T'Challa was there, if all the male Wakandas were there, they would try to protect the fucking like the land. But you have Shuri, all these women. Namor gets past all these motherfuckers. Damn near kills all the people. Takes a bunch of people's lives, including the queen. And it's like, this shit, man, was trash, man. Like, it really was trash. But the main thing from this was this whole narrative where you have black on brown crime. Or not crime, you have black on brown beef. Ryan Coogler, I think his whole idea with this movie was trying to let people see that black on brown crime exists, and you wanted to highlight on that because this isn't about Wakandas at all. This is about other niggas. This is about other races basically beefing. You know, this is that fucking like race butting, like race war type shit. And at the end, they all, unite and shit, live in peace and prosperity. But I just think I don't know, like, I just didn't fuck with that. Like, I didn't like it at all. Like, because all it says is subconsciously that we have black people and Mexicans fighting all the time. And until we come together, we'll be at peace. Not to disagree with that, but it's like that in itself is an agenda, you know. You know, but that's one of the reasons why I didn't like the movie. But the main reason why I didn't like this was Black Panther itself. Shuri being the Black Panther. Like I said at the beginning, she does eventually become the Black Panther in the comic book. But the way she's being portrayed as the Black Panther in the initiation and how she becomes the Black Panther is something taboo from the original comic book. Like the way she became the Black Panther, it's not even in the fucking comic book. Here we go, Marvel again. You know, changing the narrative and pushing this fucking agenda, pushing this female empowerment BS. This was the most forced superhero probably of the year. Like next to Jane Foster as the female Thor. These two bitches, are the most forced superheroes of 2022 because Shuri, when she becomes the Black Panther, there's an agenda behind that, you know, and the way she basically led her people was trash. Like she had no like planning whatsoever. Towards the end, when they're on the boat, right, they didn't plan really any of that shit. The plan they had was to capture Namor and put him in a ship and make him basically dry the fuck up because they called him Fishman. But then he eventually escapes, and then he calls his people and they attack him on the boat or whatever. That in itself is a dumbass plan. That in itself doesn't lead anywhere. And she got stabbed her damn self, bro. Like she almost died, bro. Like she almost like the Black Panther, Shuri, damn near died, bro. Like if T'Challa was there, he wouldn't have even let that nigga near the fucking city, bro. I put that on the fucking ancestors. He wouldn't even let them near the damn city. But Shuri, dumbass, her plan goes left field. Namor damn near kills all the people. Namor is like on a fucking. He's on rampage, bro. And the nigga is like winning and shit. He about to take over Wakanda. You know. And the ending, I just thought it was just terrible, man. Like, it was just terrible. This movie was trash, y'all. Like, it was really trash. Like, Wakanda Forever could suck my black ass. Like, Wakanda Forever sucked. Visually, it's good, but the plot, the plan that they had for Namor, uh, the way Shuri was like making decisions in the movie, Ironheart, the female, like all of this shit was just trash. Like it was trash, dog shit. But what do I rate this? I say like maybe 2 out of 5 stars. Like there's some good scenes in it, but it's like nah, man. And there's a reason why the first one did a whole lot better than the second one. There was a reason why recast T'Challa was there, bro. There was a reason. And if Ryan Coogler, Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios, if they were to actually wake the fuck up, get their head out of their CEO's ass, maybe this movie would actually been good. Maybe this movie would actually got some positive reviews. And maybe this movie wouldn't have been shitted on. But since y'all wanted to go with this agenda driven BS, since y'all didn't want to put niggas in this movie, since y'all want to make the niggas retarded, nobody's gonna fuck with this movie. You know, like I said, this was like a 2 hour funeral, bro. This was a 2 hour funeral, bro. Like, making money off of a dude who died in real life so you could buy tickets to see this movie. But when you see this movie, all you see is disappointment. But in the future, though, T'Challa did have a son. And I guess they might recast him in the future. because I'm not sure Shuri is gonna take another like public humiliation, or let me not say that. She's not gonna take another. She's not gonna do another movie where niggas are gonna shit on her ass. Niggas are gonna roast the dog crap out of her because in the comic books she does become the Black Panther, but only for so long. Like she can't take the mantle and be Black Panther for fucking ever. Like Black Panther is a generational thing. And so if they build up like I guess his son in the future movie so he could grow up and then become the next one, I'm fine with that. But if she's gonna be the Black Panther for the next 2 or 3 movies, the franchise is gonna die, man. But as a nigga, I'd rather just rewatch the original, man. But this has been another movie review, man, and I'm out. Wakanda Forever was forever trash.